All right, people, I've got a feel-good video for you today. My team just sent me these videos. I don't usually follow Milo Yiannopoulos, but apparently he destroyed Islam. So let's have a look.
Anyway, like any set of ideas, Islam is like a religion. Any
Milo, oh my goodness, it looks so different.
set of ideas, it deserves to be scrutinized. Well, I have scrutinized it, and I have found it wanting. I have found it lacking. Everywhere there is Islam, you will find women oppressed. Everywhere there is Islam, you will find...
Huh? What?
You're wearing a hijab in the United States of America. What is wrong with you?
I'm glad you got a good applause. You know, whenever someone says, "Oh, I am empowered. I willingly put this hijab on," then say, "Oh, really? Well, take it off. See what happens." So if you're free to put it on, then you should be free to take it off as well. Come on, do it. Let's see what happens. See, you're not free. Stop lying to us. USA, USA, USA. Kick her out. Look at that. Look how ferocious they are.
They want to shout you down by saying...
Oh, she's shouting USA. Nah, honey, you're not Team USA. You're Team Islam. You're Team Muhammad.
Oh, what about me? I'm not so oppressed. Well, let's move on from women. If you don't care about female genital mutilation, don't care about forced marriages, don't care about acid thrown in the faces of your Islamic sisters,
What child
don't care about any of those things, fine. Let's talk about...
She dropped some F-bombs. Oh, look at that. She wants to eat him alive.
Gays instead. In 12 Islamic countries, I could be killed for my sexuality. Is that okay? 100 million people live in countries where it is illegal to be homosexual. All of those countries are Islamic. This is not an ISIS thing. You know, you will see gays being thrown off the roof in ISIS-controlled territories. But this has nothing to do with terrorism. This is mainstream Muslim culture. Your religion does it everywhere your religion exists. It is a threat, an existential threat to gay people.
She doesn't care about gay people. She's like, yeah, well done. Yeah, well, come on. Let's go and discuss that in Syria. I don't know. Islam does not belong in the West. It does not belong in any free society. Islam doesn't even belong in Muslim countries in the 21st century, but, you know, we can't do anything about it. We can't bomb them out of Islam. We've tried, but it usually has an opposite effect.
Everywhere in the world there is Islam, you will find women oppressed, homosexuals murdered, you will find gang rape. Now, there's a unique phenomenon that doesn't really exist outside of Islamic cultures, of familial gang rape, where fathers, brothers and cousins go out raping people together. It happened in Rotherham in the UK. And the liberal establishment...
Not just Rotherham. Rotherham is just one tiny example of the whole expansive map of the grooming gangs.
UK didn't investigate this because, according to a government report, not a far right-wing blog, according to a government...
Like, sorry, honey, shut up. You know, in Afghanistan, you wouldn't even be allowed to sit here. So just because we have given you these freedoms, and you should say it, we should own it. Like, we have given you these freedoms, because if these women were... look, in Saudi Arabia just allowed women to drive in 2019. Did you know that? Until 2019, women in Saudi Arabia could not even drive. And it's not like, oh, I know it's a huge step, and I'm happy that they've taken that step, but it's not like suddenly after 2019, all women are uplifted and they're free. No. Looking at this woman, maybe, you know, it's not such a good idea.
1,400 young girls were raped in racially or religiously, as you choose to define it, motivated crimes, because both the police and the authorities were too scared of being called racist to intervene.
That's true.
And this pattern repeats itself everywhere there is mass Muslim immigration.
It's happening in Germany. So, you know, we keep saying that in the UK, the grooming gangs are mostly 90% of them are Pakistani men, and out of Pakistan, Mirpuri Pakistanis, very special, tiny little backward village in Pakistan. So when we say that, a lot of other Muslims say, well, you know, it's a Pakistani problem. It's not a Muslim problem. But then when we look into Germany, then it's the Turks. When we look at Sweden, it's the Syrians. When we look at Spain, it's the Moroccans. It's the same in France as well. In France, it's the Algerians. What is going on? So it basically means it's not necessarily just Pakistani. The UK's Muslim population, half of the UK's Muslim population is either from Pakistan or Bangladesh. I think half of it is Pakistan. And then the other 30-40% is from Bangladesh. And then the rest is from all over the place, Egypt and other countries as well. In France, it's mostly made up of Algerians. So Algerians, being Muslims, a former colony, they have a legitimate grievance. Their ancestors enslaved us. It's time for us to have our revenge. Same mindset, guys. It's the same mindset. You can never make them happy. The only solution is, sorry, we tried. We tried to give you an equal seat at the table. We embraced you. We opened doors to our houses and our countries and our neighborhoods. Turned out to be a mistake. Go back.
My suggestion to you, America, is that you don't need it here.
No.
Learn your lesson from 9/11. Learn your lesson from Orlando.
Oh, look at that. They hate it. They're not used to listening to criticism, guys. Go to a Muslim country, say these things, you'll be hanging from a crane. Go. Get out.
These socially
what did I tell you? They're not used to listening to criticism. They're just not. They're so brainwashed and so aggressive that we don't need it. Guys, we don't need it.
Obviously, they walk out when they don't like the facts.
Yep.
These socially regressive attitudes. These socially regressive attitudes of Muslims in the West are horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. The surveys show that 52% of British Muslims think that my sex life should be made illegal.
Criminalized.
39% of them.
I wish. USA, get her out.
Why are you leaving?
Get her out.
Why are you leaving? Don't you want to talk about numbers? Are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed of the hateful culture that surrounds your religion, that oppresses women and murders homosexuals and commits unspeakable acts of terrorism?
Hey, he didn't even mention death penalty for apostates, ex-Muslims. Shame on you, Milo. That's another very good talking point.
Are you ashamed of it? Would
There
you
are
like to
13 countries where apostasy is punishable by death, even though they aren't usually carried out, which is the reason why people have started lynching apostates and blasphemers, because they say, well, our governments, even though are supposed to execute blasphemers and apostates, they don't do it due to pressures from the UK, Europe and America. That's why we're going to take matters into our own hands. That's why you see a lot of lynching videos from Pakistan, Bangladesh. I haven't seen any videos from other Middle Eastern countries, but they're just as bad.
talk to us about why there's no global Muslim peace movement?
Oh, she's saying F you.
Because I hear lots of very upset people.
Oh, look at this woke idiot. He was consoling her. Oh, please don't feel bad. You freaking idiots. Oh, God. I despise these woke lunatics drowning in the sea of empathy.
My talks complaining about statistics they can't refute. I don't hear a lot of Muslims standing up against terrorism.
No, they're not.
Or whether it is some of the Islamic hate crime hoaxes we've been seeing more recently. And these happen with alarming frequency. In fact, my research team has struggled to find a supposed hate crime against Muslims on an American college campus that did not turn out to be fake.
Oh.
I'll tell you about some of them. One student at the University of Louisiana admitted her attack was completely fabricated. She made the whole thing up because Trump supporters attacking a Muslim woman is simply believable to liberals fed a steady diet of hate by fake news. This is a rare instance of the lying media actually admitting that one of its cherished hate crimes was a hoax. Normally, they just move on quickly.
Look at that.
And never mention it again. Yasmin Saweed, just 18 years old in New York City, made up a similar story. She said 3 men called her a terrorist and attacked her, telling her to get out of the country. Again, it was fake. But you won't read the corrections, you only read the outrage. And here's a brand new one that can't be blamed on Trump supporters because it took place in Austria. A 14-year-old girl claimed she was attacked and the evil white men tried to rip off her hijab on a train. The police revealed it to be a complete fabrication as well. And a little closer
probably was her. Oh,
and a little closer to home. Oh, we're still having trouble at the back.
get him out.
Three down. I think if you take the second left, the airport is just
Good one. That's good.
Actually, no, we don't want them there, do we? It's a bit of a problem, actually. I hadn't really thought this through.
Good one. That was good. That was clever. So to expect that they're going to integrate and assimilate. And by the way, our lefty politicians are now even openly saying that you don't have to integrate or assimilate. We love you for who you are. Keep coming in. Keep doing your Muslimish things, no matter how incompatible they are with Western values. We don't care. Keep coming in. And if somebody says anything, if anyone objects to it, we're going to shut them down. Elon Musk, Tommy Robinson, and thousands of other activists. We are constantly being gaslit, threatened. We're being forced to feel guilty all the time that when anything goes wrong, they blame us for whipping up division, spreading hatred, when you're simply watching a car crash in slow motion. You're seeing this train that is hurtling towards a cliff's edge. There's no bridge there. And you know that, oh my God, it's going to be a disaster. And we're watching that in slow motion. But yeah, look, to be honest, as I said, like, even though they threaten us, even though they want us to be afraid, I have to watch my words, which is why I actually have a special show called Behind Closed Doors, which is behind a paywall. You can be my member for only as little as, I think the lowest rate is $2 a month, which I have purposefully kept it that low because it gives me an extra layer of protection, because you have a lot more freedom to be behind a paywall, and then you can say whatever not whatever you want, but at least I can speak a little bit more freely, because when you're out in the open, then it is a lot easier to report these videos. And obviously YouTube also has this advertiser friendly guidelines that we need to adhere to, which is a fair enough point. But the same YouTube allows you to be a bit more at ease behind a paywall. So if you can, try becoming a member or patron. As I said, get the lowest option. I do hold a show every week where I speak a lot more freely. And also, I have a Telegram group. The link is in the description box, where patriots from all over the Western world gather in, they jump in. Sometimes they fight, but sometimes, we have more in common. Patriots from America, Canada, Australia, Britain, we all get in, share our ideas, share news stories, and, we can talk. Again, because it's a group, you have to join the group in order to be a part of it. Therefore, you have more freedom, because, when you broadcast something for the whole world, that's when they can come at you a lot harder. Anyway, there's no pleasing them, guys.